This is Everyday 2K, content creator of Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy and soncerae. I would like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Shout out to all my chat room members and listeners who may be listening in your car, in the kitchen cooking, working out, or just listening while you work. Your time is greatly appreciated. Make sure you hit thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and set it to all. Again, I thank you and I hope you enjoy this presentation. This is Everyday 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. Okay, before we begin, let me first send a shout out to the Viper Pit gang over at STL's, Bomb Cherry, Warren, and Danini. Also, shout out to Silver Towns with quelz and my fellow chat members at TMR Talks. And welcome to my supporters at Get Into It with Goddess and Tracy with the T. You know, I was chopping it up with one of my day one supporters, Shakira Smith, and I shared with her all of the hate that I go through dealing with YouTube and how it is shocking to me because I'm less than a year in the game. Well, she listened to me carefully and took in all of my thoughts on the matter, and then she masterfully uttered these words of wisdom. She said, Ed, sometimes you just gotta let them haters be your motivators. She said, sometimes you just gotta let them haters be your motivators. I thought about what she said, and it moved me so. You gotta let them haters be your motivators. It got me to the point where, you know what? I want to start an ongoing campaign, y'all. And I'm gonna call it Haters Are Our Motivators. And it will serve as a motif for this channel. Haters are our motivators. I like that. Now, so far during my brief YouTube tenure, I've had my share of hating activities. I've had my channel struck several times with false flagging. I've been trolled in my comment section by anonymous troll accounts. And I've even had other YouTubers set up in back chat rooms planning and scheming for my demise. In this presentation, I will show you examples of those types of hate that I received. However, I'm not going to talk about how other YouTubers plotted in the back chat rooms for my demise. That one is so shameful and hurtful to the core that I'm going to just let it go and act like that never happened. Because regardless of their futile efforts to attack me, I ain't skipped a beat. Do you hear me? I ain't skipped a beat. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. All right, now, let's get it. Oh, and by the way, the first story time with Everyday 2K is completed. And I'm dropping it next week during the Thanksgiving holidays. So make sure you share with your adult friends and relatives. This is Everyday 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka that dude who be having the receipts. Before we begin, the membership program for my channel has been approved by YouTube and has been added with PayPal and Cash App as another option to express your support for me and this channel. I ask that you go ahead and join today and make yourself an official Day 1 member of Everyday 2K. There is a join button on the homepage and links in the description box and at the top of my comments section. You will get an official members only badge, and I will be adding exclusives from time to time for you to access as a members only participant. Now, the price that I set is reasonable, and it's less than a 2-piece dinner from Popeyes. especially if you get the strawberry drink. So, go ahead and join, get your badge, and make them haters start crying like a baby. You know how they do. Wah, 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 wah. Why you like Ebony Man? Wah, wah, wah. We don't want you to like Ebony Man. Wah, wah, wah. And you take that badge and say, look, I rock with Ebony Man 2K the long way. Because not only is he funny to me, but that brother is thorough and he be on point with his presentations, especially with his receipts. So you either get with the program or you get to stepping and go kick a can down the street, because that would be a better use of your time than you trying to convince me to go against Ebony Man 2K. I got Ebony Man 2K's back 100%. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the main purpose of membership. It is to bear witness to the public that we are going to enjoy ourselves on this channel. And we got each other's back 100%. Okay, let's get it, y'all. This is Everyday Man 2K, content creator of Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy and soncerae. Before we begin, I would like to share a popular nursery rhyme with you. It's called Monkeys in the Bed, and it's about the monkey Chris Law and the other monkey Strong Mama Chrissy. This is dedicated to soncerae's baby Justice and Bomb Cherry's grandbaby Leaky Leak. You want to hear it? Well, here you go. Two little monkeys jumping in the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Eb called YouTube and YouTube said, no more monkeys jumping in the bed. One little monkey jumping in the bed. She fell off and bumped her head. Eb called YouTube and YouTube said, no more monkeys jumping in the bed. The end. This is Everyday Man 2K. Do y'all remember that interview that Chris Law did with Strong Mama Chrissy a few weeks ago? Well, what you saw was more than just an interview, ladies and gentlemen. The purpose of that interview was not to get to know more about Strong Mama Chrissy, but it was a snake move by Chris Law to befriend Strong Mama Chrissy as an effort to steal some of her followers and to form an alliance against me. Basically, Chris was playing the old childhood game. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. There were a lot of moving parts going on at once that you may not have recognized. But of course, Everyday Man 2K will walk you through them step by step. First, the name of my channel is Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy. Obviously, the title of my channel is satirical because most of my videos feature the buffoonery in her life. Unfortunately for Strong Mama Chrissy, her life is so jacked up and full of drama that she has enough reaction content to fill a dedicated channel like mine. Yes, that is sad, but it is true. In my videos, I bring that ether, that thing that makes your heart burn slow. So it's safe to say that Strong Mama Chrissy can't stand me and would delight in putting a hit out on me in the form of revenge. So now I have identified motive on behalf of Strong Mama Chrissy, and it should be duly noted. Now let's move on to Sideshow Bob, aka Chris Law. About a month or so ago, Chris Law held a panel discussion on his channel about beef in the black YouTube sector. He mentioned examples of beefs that included Tommy Sotomayor and his counterparts like True Freeman and Vic Damone. In this panel discussion, he and another YouTuber by the name of STL stated this bizarre notion that if someone is successful in YouTube, they must be a lame in real life. I repeat, if someone is successful in YouTube, then they must be a lame in real life. Now, when I thought about what they said, I realized what was really going on. Chris and STL were both trying to move the goalposts as an excuse on why they are unsuccessful at YouTube, and claiming that they don't really need to be successful at YouTube because they got it going on in real life. Mind you, Chris Law is a glorified door holder at a club, and STL is a janky real estate do-boy for somebody else. So I called Chris out for making a statement of a loser and posted it in his comment section. The comment didn't show under my Ebony Man 2K account. I then tried my Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy account. There was no show there either. So I emailed Chris to check to see if I was blocked. I got no response. So I logged in under an incognito account and posted that I was a new sub and that I liked his channel. And voila! Chris Law approved the comment post and responded within seconds. So I'm like, okay, we gonna play these games, huh? So I sent him a scathing email that outlined my disappointment in him. Now let me be clear. I don't always respond this way when I feel I have been slighted. Doing so would be unproductive. But this situation with Chris Law was unique. So let me explain. The title of his video with the panel discussion was, All These YouTube Beefs, I Need Answers. Well, I find it ironic that at the same time he is asking on how beefs start, he is actually performing actions that start beef. Chris and I did not have prior issues, but he chose to block my comment and hide my YouTube accounts on his channel. And when I asked for assistance via email, he chose the path of a fuckboy and not respond to me in a professional manner. So in essence, in this particular case of Chris posing the question of the origin of beefs, Christopher Law is the answer that he seeks. I have released other videos on Chris Law that are available on my channel now to give you full and proper context on this matter. Now that we have identified motive on the behalf of Strong Mommy Chrissy and Chris Law, let's look at time and space. On the screen, you see a summary of strikes issued by both in the form of copyright infringement. The dates are July 30th and August the 3rd, only one day after they met each other for that bogus interview. Chris claims on 2 occasions I've violated copyrights for using a picture of him in my videos. My friends, that's some hoe shit. I called that nigga Brooke Shields in a response video because only a supermodel would be that interested in protecting their image. And if you've seen Chris Law and heard that nigga talk, you would agree that protecting his image is an exercise in futility. Of course, you two agree with my counterclaim that if I am primarily talking about Chris in my video, surely I can use a supplemental photo of him found in the public domain of Google Images. Now, I also did a reaction video to Strong Mama Chrissy's lingerie haul video. Chrissy claimed copyright infringement because I used screenshots of her video in different lingerie poses. YouTube disagreed with her and agreed with me in my counterclaim that I added content to the screenshots, so I was not in violation. I honestly think Strong Mama Chrissy flagged my video because the screenshots did not present her in a good light. She was just big mad that she was exposed for looking a hot mess. But ultimately, she don't need to be mad with me. She need to be mad with herself. Now, to all you haters out there who want to come for me like these two bitches did, let this be a lesson learned. If you ever come for Ebony Man 2K, you best not miss. You best not miss. This is Everyday Man 2K, content creator of Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy and soncerae. Before we begin, I would like to share a popular nursery rhyme with you. It's called Monkeys in the Bed, and it's about the monkey Chris Law and the other monkey Strong Mama Chrissy. This is dedicated to soncerae's baby Justice and Bomb Cherry's grandbaby Leaky Leak. You want to hear it? Well, here it go. Two little monkeys jumping in the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Eb called YouTube and YouTube said, no more monkeys jumping in the bed. One little monkey jumping in the bed. She fell off and bumped her head. Eb called YouTube and YouTube said, no more monkeys jumping in the bed. The end. This is Everyday Man 2K, content creator of Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy and soncerae. I told y'all in the last video that when it comes to dealing with soncerae, the jokes just keep writing themselves. In my previous video, I explained how she initially posed as a troll disgruntled family member and sent me info via email on her whereabouts in Sacramento. I wasn't able to confirm the information she sent me from any reliable source, so as you can understand, I had my doubts. It didn't dawn on me until I was casually shooting some hoops to get my mind right that the person that was sending me this info was actually soncerae herself. And she was purposely sending me this to use me as a plant to paint a narrative that she lived in one place when she really lived somewhere else. Well, I flipped the script on soncerae, and I did my own research and found out she is living in Fremont, California with her cousin and her mama. Now, after I released this info, soncerae has responded in her usual comedy of errors. She actually filed a bogus complaint of invasion of privacy on me to YouTube. But by doing so, she has actually confirmed that the information I presented was true. There would be no need to file an invasion of privacy complaint if it were not. So soncerae chooses to play herself in the game of chess while trying to beat me in a small game of checkers. You win, bitch. Now you would think that soncerae would just let the shit go and kind of let things fizzle out to stay out of unnecessary fuckery. Nope. Old soncerae wants to quadruple down on this fuck shit. So let me give you an insight on what she got going on now. soncerae is now using her mama Kathy to do her dirty work and false flagging me on YouTube. Kathy tried to lie to YouTube with a copyright complaint stating that that angel pic of her walking down the stairway to heaven is some high-end artwork that I am using in my videos to profit from by crowdfunding. Did you hear what I just said? The angel pic of her walking down that stairway to heaven is high-end artwork that I am using in my videos to profit from by crowdfunding. Kathy is a stupid ass. And here's the thing. When you file these bogus complaints to YouTube, the subject of the complaint gets a copy of it via email. So, ladies and gentlemen, go on, put the screen on full view. You and Ebony Man 2K are about to walk through this tomfoolery together. Let's get it. So we're going to start with the complaint entry that was supposedly sent by Kathy on behalf of her daughter soncerae. But I'm going to tell you right now, this could easily be soncerae posing as her mom. The entry reads as follows. This user has copied my artwork of soncerae Smith. He is using the artwork to increase channel views, ratings, and to receive monetary gain by using Google AdSense. He is requesting crowdfunding by listing his PayPal and Cash App, encouraging others to pay him for the misinformation included inside of the video. The artwork is not being used as criticism, comment, reporting, research, or education. The artwork is being used to mislead, manipulate viewers into believing that the information inside of the video post is accurate. None of the information in the video post is fact-based. The artwork is not public domain or Creative Commons. I have had my attorney send this user a cease and desist to encourage him to discontinue posting my private information and committing copyright infringement. We have reached out to YouTube and reported these videos on countless occasions, and YouTube has not taken these reports seriously. Please remove any and all of the content we report pertaining to this user's channel. soncerae Smith. Now notice how she starts the entry saying, this user has copied my artwork of soncerae Smith. But she actually ends the entry as soncerae Smith. Also, you can see here that in the entry, Kathy says that she is the owner of the artwork titled Heaven Daughter Design, and that she is the one solely filing the complaint. Now here's a copy of the response letter YouTube sent back to Kathy after she made this bogus claim. And it reads as follows. We are very concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid for some or all of the videos identified in your notification. Please keep in mind that in many countries it is legal to use copyrighted works in specific ways without the owner's authorization, particularly for transformative purposes such as news reporting, parody, commentary, or review. Some countries protect such uses under doctrines of fair use or fair dealing, while others allow for specific exceptions for copyright protection. If you still believe your copyright is infringed by the YouTube videos identified in your notification, please explain in detail why you think so. We ask that you provide more detail than was included in your initial notice. Here are questions you may wish to consider. How much of your copyrighted work is used? How is the market for your original work affected by this use? Does this use significantly transform your original work, or does it serve the same purpose? Does this use fall into an exception to copyright protection? Please note that we may share your response with the uploaders. Thank you very much for your cooperation, the YouTube team. Now, here's a copy of the letter YouTube sent to me to inform me of Kathy's false flagging and to inform me of my options. And it reads as follows. Hello, we received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing you to let you know that we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. You have control over the availability of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete them if you choose. Please be advised it is possible the copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or take other action. This email is not intended as legal advice. If you are interested in more information regarding your options in this matter, you may wish to consult a qualified attorney. So as you can see, this is just a hot mess. I think a lot of people are just now figuring out why soncerae is who she is. Because the original soncerae is actually Kathy. The only way a soncerae Smith continues to exist in this world with all her lying and scamming ways is because there's an enabling Kathy Smith doing the exact same thing. Both in one accord, like frickin' frack. Okay, if you look at your screen now, this is a perfect example of a troll hating on me in my own comment section. Typically, trolls come in and they come in telling me how I need to run my channel. They claim that I'm always bashing women, which is not true. I have a whole playlist on Kevin Samuels, Chris Law, and STL, who are all men. So I am an equal opportunity roaster, if you will. So let's go ahead and see what this person is talking about. This is Sandy Staples, and they're defending My Jazzy Life, Jasmine, on a commentary that I did on her. Okay, so she comes in the door waving the fofo. She says, "I understand you trying to make a bag, but the way you disrespect women is just sad. I know these ladies put their life on YouTube, and they're going to be negative comments. But as a black man that comes from a woman who will father a child and possibly a woman, can you give your opinion without being disrespectful? Why should they have to leave their job, which is YouTube?" Okay, so I replied. I said, "Ma'am, this channel is under the category of entertainment in YouTube. If this is not your cup of tea, I understand. You can easily solve your problem by not coming here. Now, what you may find disrespectful is your opinion, and since we all have one, yours is not the end all be all. And miss me with all that since I'm a black man this and since I'm a black man that. Look, if you're out here acting like a fool, I'm going to treat you like one. And that goes for anyone, race, gender, color, or creed. Now, Sandy, if you don't like it, you know what you can do. These problems that you complain about are solvable." And so that's my response. And I got a thumbs up by Positive Vibes right after me. He says, "Amen, amen. Couldn't say it better." Well, that's right, Positive Vibes. Okay, right now I'm going to call out 2 dirty-handed chat moderators that are hate blocking and timing out people for no reason in chat rooms. Those 2 are Elevating Nikki B and Angie Ange. You can actually see Nikki B's implied guilt on the screen where I screenshot from a recent live chat she moderated. Now, I use the term dirty hands as a double entendre, with one meaning actually physically unwashed hands, and also dirty hands as being misused with the computer mouse. Now, when you block and time out people just based on hate, you embarrass the channel, you embarrass the channel's host, and more importantly, you embarrass yourself as you slowly but surely lose respect from others. Now, I have already contacted some of my subs that are also chat members where you mod, and I have instructed them to call you out when you try to make and do dumb decisions in terms of blocking people out without cause and timing them out. We're going to call you out for that now. Peace. This is Ebony Man 2K. This is Ebony Man 2K. This is Freaknik 1994 at Piedmont Park, Atlanta. My toes are pedicured in Timberland sandals. I am poloed down with polo Bermuda shorts, polo t-shirt, polo cap, and a hoop earring in my left ear. Now, even though I'm poloed down, I'm wearing heel figure cologne. Because for whatever reason, that heel figure cologne emanating off my chest and off my shoulders is that candy. It's that lick. Now, I just met the girl to the left of me. She is a senior at Spelman, and she want to know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I tell her 30. She say I'll give you 50. Ladies and gentlemen, I am anxious to give you the rest of this story and more about Freaknik and dating in Atlanta in my series Storytime with Ebony Man 2K. But as I mentioned in previous videos, as I step up my game, I ask that you step up yours. My donations right now are not bad. The same people are donating modestly, and I appreciate their support morally, spiritually, and financially. But now it's time for you to step up and join the fold. Whenever you get to a comfortable spot with me and your finances, I ask that you consider donating to support me in my efforts with this channel. I have already created an entertaining collection of videos on soncerae, Strong Mama Chrissy, the Mamiana Gang, the Viper Pit, and Good Vibes Only music sessions. You can go to my playlist right now to see I ain't lying. And if I add story times with 2K, it will require additional production costs with the sorting and management of hundreds of media files. And let's be clear now. My stories are valuable. I have landed deals after sharing my stories with clients. I have been the talk of dinner parties with my stories. And I have kikied my way with some high caliber women with my story times. If I start these story times, you will not get enough of Ebony Man 2K. Now, I will leave you with my Cash App and PayPal handles later on in this video. The links to my PayPal and Cash App are in the description box below and at the top of the comment section. You can also super chat me if you choose to do so. And soon, I will be offering a membership option through Google Pay. This is Everyday Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. Bruh. It's finna be popping on this YouTube channel with these upcoming story times, yo. You ain't gonna believe what I'm about to tell you. Now, my subs have asked me to do story times by Ebony Man 2K that reflects certain aspects of my past with a specific focus on dating in Atlanta and my time spent in Rio during Carnival. Okay, fine. This venture requires a lot of attention. I have to go through hundreds of media files and create storyboards to follow suit. In addition to managing media files, I have to contact real people to sign off on being a part of some of these stories. And if I'm doing story times on dating in Atlanta, it requires that I contact old girlfriends. I repeat, if I'm doing story times on dating in Atlanta, it requires that I contact old girlfriends. Now, you would think that if I'm contacting old girlfriends about being a part of my story times, then I would need to tread lightly in preparation for major pushback. You would think that is plausible, correct? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you would be wrong. Turns out, my exes are down with being subjects in my stories that include them. Now, look on your screen. Do you see this nice paused young lady in the pic? Oh, she's such a lovely lady, isn't she? Style and class all day until that bedroom closes. She is a Hellcat. Do you hear me? She is a Hellcat in the bedroom. Now, I asked if it's cool for me to share some of our stories. She gleefully said yes, you can tell everything. I laughed and said, surely not everything. She said, yes, I'm cool with it. Just cover my face and don't say my name and let me sign out and look at it before you upload and we good. I said, okay. Then I went to another ex. I told her the same scenario about what I'm doing on YouTube. Now she come asking me, well, what did so-and-so say? What is she gonna do? And I told her. Now she want to go full disclosure and tell all her business too, to compete with the other one for attention. Oh boy. Man, this is about to be a hot mess. Do you hear me? A hot mess. But hey, like always, if they want it, I'm going to give it. The only thing I can tell you is to get you some popcorn because it's about you about to be entertained. It's about to be off the chains on this channel. Oh, and go on, join my membership and stop playing. If you can afford a two-piece from Popeyes, you can afford membership with this channel. And it takes less than a minute to join. And it seems like I'm going to have to put some of these story times as members only if I'm to use some of these explicit stories from my bougie ex-girlfriends. As a note, I have been told that the membership join button does not show up on all smartphones. So as an alternative, you would have to find a computer and use the join button on the computer's screen. Or as an alternative, you can send your $5 via PayPal and Cash App for this month, and then we can work out something going forward for next month. I appreciate it. Thanks. This is Ebony Man 2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Thanks.